That is that the world is safer when there is no daylight between the United States and the State of Israel. Israel is our strongest ally in the Middle East, and it is one of our strongest and most important allies anywhere around this globe. And President Obama is playing a reckless game if he continues down the path of diminishing America's ties to Israel. Israel is not the only ally that is experiencing the wrath of the Obama administration. Poland and the Czech Republic a few months ago had the missile defense systems that they had agreed to put in place abruptly canceled with no notice. And this president did that because the Russians were unhappy about those missile defense systems. And just in the last few weeks, we've watched as Afghan President Karzai, whose support we need if we're going to prevail in Afghanistan, is being treated to an especially dangerous and juvenile display from this White House. They dress him down on an almost daily basis, and within the last 36 hours refused to say whether he was even an ally. You know, I used to work on the Middle East, and there is a saying in the Arab world that it is more dangerous to be America's friend than it is to be our enemy. And I fear very much that in the age of Obama, that's proving to be true. Now, the president's approach to nuclear disarmament, which he also unveiled this week, confirms the naivete of his views about America's enemies. Until this week, any enemy of our country that might be contemplating a chemical, biological, or large-scale conventional attack against us knew they might face the worst in return, a nuclear response. We have now surrendered that powerful deterrent. The new strategy prevents America from building any more nuclear weapons or using our nuclear deterrence to defend our allies against a massive conventional attack. Apparently, the president believes that if America stops its weapons production program, the Iranians and the North Koreans will follow suit. And while the president works to limit America's freedom of action, the Iranian mullahs are making steady progress towards acquiring a nuclear weapon. The president likes to say he's doing everything possible to prevent that from happening. Well, that is just about as convincing as all of those deadlines that have been put on the Iranian government and ignored again and again and again. In this administration's dealings with Iran, the deadlines are meaningless, the sanctions worthless, and the speech is pointless. Our best hope surely lies with the Iranian people themselves. They have courageously demonstrated and stood up for the cause of freedom.